It all started with this sample. Then I added the magic sauce. And Doechii's acapella. And we've got this remix.
Wake up, wake up, get your tits up in my makeup, face fuck, get your bake up, fake bluff, fake tough, niggas dicks up, put your sticks up, but a motherfucker.
In this video I'm gonna show you how I did the beat and the remix. In case you don't know the original, this is the one.
Wake up, wake up, get your tits up in my makeup, face fuck, get your bake up.
So let's not wait any longer, let's get started. Alright, so I found this song on YouTube and you can even see the name of the song if you want to copy me. This is Pentapody Space Sadness. And I think I took this part here. Then I time stretch it, so this way I can put it in time, basically. So if you want to do that, try to find the BPM, the closest BPM. This is not really in time, I think. This was recorded like a live band and without a click. So you're not gonna be 100% perfect. But what I would recommend is just to activate the flex time and then you can play around. Okay, this should be the first time, so. So try to time it manually. There we go. And now you have something that's in time. Let's say that you're happy with how you timed it. The next thing you want to do, or the next thing I did, was just to chop it like that. You have a nice shortcut which is Option, Command and Alt, something like that. And you can just chop things up like that. Then I put it in a sampler, and to do it you want to right click and click on Convert to New Sampler Track and create zones from regions. And there we go. You can now play it as a MIDI instrument, so make sure you go 2 octaves below because this is where your samples are by default. And you can see it here on the mapping, I think. Yeah, all your samples are here. So if you want, you can play it as a MIDI instrument. Okay, and you can try things up and you can try to arrange it how you want it. And you can basically play around with it, so just gonna do something random. Or I can just repeat this and then you have something like that. You can add notes like that. And you can really experiment with it, so let's try to be crazy at the end here. Okay, not bad. So you get the idea. I'm just giving you some tips and some ideas that you can explore. But for now, let me show you what I did. So I started pretty much with the original here. But then I did a few chops. Okay, I added Shaperbox to add some texture. This is quite a cool plugin if you want to be creative or just add texture on your samples, on your loops. This is without the plugin. And this is with the plugin. This was my starting point, then I added some MIDI instrument on top of it to make my own loops. I didn't want to just use this sample, so I have this for example. Okay. This is the first synth, and this is taken from Serum. Very simple, very basic. This is the MIDI in case you want to copy it. I don't mind. But I wanted to give more character to this synth. So what I did was to add an EQ first of all. Then I also added cassettes. A lot of vibe here. Some vintage stuff. And of course some reverb, which I put it on 100% wet, so you can only hear the reverb. But I put a short decay. So this way you only hear the reverb, but you don't have something too big like that. You can still hear the different notes. I wanted another layer on top of it, so this is why I have this other synth. So it's exactly the same MIDI region as you can see, but a different sound. Again, this is the original. Same plugins as before, reverb, cassettes, and the reverb. This time I didn't put it on 100% wet, but on something like 40%. 41% if you want to be really precise. But it doesn't matter too much, just find something that you like, just find the right amount according to what you want to achieve. But personally I like it like that, so it was the first two layers that I added to the loop. So now we have this with the chops. I wanted to add something new towards the end of the track, so we have this. Normally this is an 808, so it should sound like this. But I just play it really like a synth, like a pluck. Because it sounds good even if it's an 808, sometimes you're just gonna follow your intuition, and if it sounds good, even if it's an 808, you can play it even in a higher range. Whatever works really, and yeah, some reverb. And a bit of sample delay, so this way you got a nice stereo image. This is in mono, and now you really open up the panoramic and with the other samples. Finally, I have a pad. Again, this is just a nice background texture to have. It kinda gives a vibe, a mood. This is the original sound. It already sounds good, but I wanted to change it a bit, so cassette, reverb, 100%, some EQ, and microshift. Microshift is really good when you want to push things on the side of your mix. So you keep the main part in mono and maybe the pad and stuff like that, you can have it on the sides of your mix. So far we have the samples, we have some synth as well and a pad. It's time to move on to the drums. Let's start with the kick, which is really heavy on this track. So I have three different kicks here. I have this one, which is a stomp, and a third one, which is also a stomp. All together. What I did was to bounce it in place, so you can do Control and B, and then you bounce those 3 tracks into one new track, which is this one here. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I also have a 4th one, which is a stomp that happens only after 8 bars. This is the one. So then at the end of the loop, it gets more powerful if you want to. There we go. As you can hear, it doesn't quite sound the same as before, and this is because I added some saturation here. A bit of Decapitator by Sound Toys. Don't push it too far, just like something like 2.4. If you want to see the exact value, you can click on the drive. But the point of those Sound Toys plugin is to not watch the exact values and just to use your ears. So don't do it really. You don't want to press here. Just keep it like that. Anyway, that's my kick, very powerful with 2 or even 3 stomps on top of each other. And then I have the snare. Let me put the click on so you can really hear the timing. And there's nothing here, but actually there is something. I have a snare fill. And I put it on a new track just to boost it, so the volume, because I just thought it worked well. So you can barely hear the snare when the kick is playing. Okay, I think it works like that, and I also have a hat to give a sort of pulse. I often use the Tremolo stock plugin from Logic Pro, and it just put the hat on the left and the right side. You can play with the depth. Something like that is enough for my taste. Then an open hat. Okay, why not? Perk. A clav with a big reverb. Nice. Again, this is a nice dark vibe. It's more about the vibe really. That's why I added so much reverb. This is a bit like a grime sample, I'd say. Then a bongo, apparently. Okay, it's a bit surprising, but I don't know. I wanted to be experimental when I did the beat, I think. A perk here. So we have this perk on the left side and the bongo on the right side. Why not? Let me add all the elements. Alright, so the drums are on point. We can now move on to the 808. As you can see, I have a couple of 808s here. So this is the main one. I'm gonna give you a very effective tip to make transitions. So you wanna just keep the first note of your 808. So you can cut it like that. Then you wanna make a bounce in place. The shortcut is Ctrl B. Then you wanna go up here on the left side and reverse it. So now we have this. Quite cool, and you can also play with the timing, so you can change it slightly. Yeah, that's better like that. I also have this 808 is just playing one note. But I wanted to add some overdrive. It sounds already more aggressive like that. And then a bit of thermal as well. This is a distortion from output. It's really good. And finally, I have kickstart to give this pumping effect. With everything together. Finally, we have the slides. We only have two notes, it's just an octave, so nothing fancy. This is the original 808. It already sounds good, but I added thermal once again, and it sounds like that. The very last thing we're missing is the acapella. And I'm gonna be fully honest with you, I didn't start it as a remix, so I started making the beats, and then I thought, what kind of acapella can I add on top of it? So I tried a couple of different ones, and the first one I tried was this one from Flo Milli.
If it don't go my way, I get moody. Flexing on you is my duty. I'm the big dog, my nickname is Scooby. Who got beef with me? Girl, you don't.
So I thought I can try to find a better one, and I ended up using Doechii's acapella.
Wake up, cup, get your tits up in my makeup, face fuck, get your bake up.
It sounds way better with this one.
But a motherfucking princess, rates up, jigs up, put your dicks up, get your dicks up, put your motherfucking sticks up.
I kinda like it because it changes the vibe of the original track. It's way more darker and the beat is completely different, I think. That's the end of this video with this Doechii's remix. Let me know what you think of it in the comments. For me, the main influence for the beat was jug drill and also rage music. And with the acapella, I think it works well. It kind of changes the vibe from the original. So I quite like it. If you liked my content, please subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. So this way I can carry on making videos like that. So please support my channel. I'll see you very soon for a new tutorial or a new video. Stay tuned. Take care. Bye bye.
Bitches know what's up, it's Doechii, bitch, Miss D.O.E. Don Dada, bitch, you notice me. They like Doechii, you the Lulu, you a loose screw. She really giving cunt in a pussy voodoo. She swapped the old nigga for a bitch ain't new. She munching on the vibes while she watching Hulu. Wake up, cup, get your tits up in my makeup, face fuck, get your bake up. Fake bluff, fake tough, niggas dicks up, put your sticks up, but a motherfucking princess. Rates up, jigs up, put your dicks up, get your dicks up, put your motherfucking sticks up. Days up, that's tough, nigga, pay up, get your rates up, but a motherfucking princess.